Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you the American Girl Gourmet Kitchen. Now this is used since American Girl no longer sells this, and it is so big. You won't believe it. It's huge. It's really heavy too. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so let's start with the main piece, which is the kitchen, of course. What's great is this opens and closes. This is like considered your pantry, I guess. The shelves aren't as deep as I wanted, but that's fine. And it's got a nice little hook so you can open and close it, and you can see inside your pantry. And then down here, we're gonna go, there's a little bell for your dog, and there's a little pull-out thing, which is in the bag of stuff, which I will show you later. Then there's the fridge, which for some people said it was too small. I think it's actually a pretty large fridge. And it's got a shelf that supposedly pulls out. I'm not sure. But it's like rigid like a lot of fridge shelves. And this one closes as well, and you can see inside of it. Then you've got the stove top right here. It's got 3 knobs that you can turn. And then you've got the stove piece. Then you've got the oven section, which actually has a piece that pulls out like a real oven. And then you can just slide it back in. And then under your oven, you usually have the little compartment where you can store all of your like pots and pans and things like that. Just don't want to close. Why won't it close? Okay, there you go. Then we're going to come in a little closer. We have the utensils drawer. It comes out all the way, which is something that I feel kind of like insecure about, but that's fine. Then you've got your trash can drawer, which actually comes with a trash can that sticks right in. This one also comes out, so if you didn't want their drawer, you could just hide your trash can in there as is. Then you've got some, oops, sorry about that. Then you got some storage over here. You've got 2 shelves. They're actually quite deep, so I'm not sure how much you can store. One thing I did forget to note, you've got the bell here, and then you've got a little hook so you can hang your pot holder on it. And up here, since this was used, I don't know if it comes with all the pieces, it's got the to-do list. So it's got some stickers. It says, make brownies for bake sale, slumber party on Saturday, pack lunch for field trip tomorrow, study for big test next week. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but between pack lunch for field trip and slumber party, there's actually some writing here. So it was like they were writing their shopping list. And it's supposed to come with a marker, but I'm not sure if this one came with one since it was used. And then we're going to come up here. This is made out of real metal, so it's really hard. It's not going to fall apart. These are hooks for your pots and pans that have like little hole on it so you can make them hang and dangle. You can also store spoons. Then you have your spice drawer rack. You got 2 of those. Yeah, your spice rack, not a drawer. Come over here. You've got your sink. It's quite a small sink. I thought it was going to be bigger. I wish it was. Maybe like this big. But that's fine. The sink is very deep though. So I'm sure you could store several spoons and utensils. It's got the water sprayer. It doesn't actually spray, but I love the detail right here, making it look like a water sprayer. Then you've got your little handle so you can turn it on and off. It's quite wobbly, so I feel a little like lenient about it falling out. But let's come over here. And we've got 2 more deep shelves of storage on the end. I really like this wood counter. I think it's made of real wood. If not, it's made of a really hard plastic, which I like a lot. Then we come over to the back. We've got this storage just for the mixer, which I will show in a minute. And then we come to the back. Let me look up a little bit. And there's a little hook for your apron. And then right here, I don't know if you can see it. Right there. It's kind of blurry. But it's a cooking conversion chart. My camera's really bad. Sorry about that. But it's got so much storage in it, and I love the colors. It really matches what my kitchen's gonna look like. So that's the main piece. let's get into the other pieces. Okay, so one of the other pretty big pieces is this chair. It's a similar color blue to the blue that's on the kitchen, but it's the not exact same, and it's kind of a random piece. Like, I know some people said they had gotten purple chairs instead of blue chairs, which made it even feel more random. But this one came with a blue chair, which, I mean, I guess it's okay. It's made of real metal, so it's not going to break anytime soon. But it's kind of a random piece, because where would you put a metal chair in a kitchen? Anyway. Okay, so the next thing in our kitchen is the stand mixer, which actually is the only piece that requires batteries. I think it's a double or triple A. I'm not sure, but I like that it has a switch right here, so you can have it on or off. I'm going to have it on because I'm going to show you how it works. So you can open it up, you can put your bowl in, and then you can put one of two pieces. You can put this flat mixer or this whisk type mixer piece. So you just click it in like so, and then you push it down, and then I accidentally bumped the button. But you can press the button and it actually spins, which I think is the coolest thing. And then you can stop it. I'm not sure if it goes on forever or if it stops at a certain amount of time. Then you can take this piece out and interchange it to the other piece, and it also spins. Mine makes a funny noise. I think the battery's dying because it was used, but it's such a great addition to it. I don't really care for the orange. I wish it was like a blue, a mint blue, or a white. Or maybe even, I don't know, a silver. I mean, they have the silver around here, but I preferred it to be a different color. The orange is still cute, though. Okay, so now we have a mixing bowl. And I love the design on the side. It's got the whisk and the spoon. It's a very deep whisking bowl. Like, just, it's the size of my palm. That's huge. And then it's got a little number and indented the American Girl logo. Then, of course, with the mixing bowl, you've got to have a whisk. This is the same orange as is on the stand mixer, which I think that's another color in the set. It actually looks okay, but then you can whisk up whatever you're making. There's also a plastic wooden spoon. So don't get me wrong, it's got the wooden look to it, like the wooden feel, but it's actually made of plastic. So those go with that. Next up is our toaster oven, which actually has a piece that goes down and then a button to make it go back up. And with toast, you have to have bread, so you get one whole loaf of bread. However, it only has 3 slices cut off of it, so you can actually put it in the toaster oven. And then the bread comes in a bread tin, so you can make fresh bread whenever you want. So I'm just going to demonstrate what the toaster looks like. Put both my pieces in. It's got separate compartments for each. You push down on this, and then when you're ready, your toast is ready, pop them back up. And what's kind of funny, it's got enough force to pop them both up at the same time. I'm just going to show you one. It throws them very far, so I guess you'd have to be like a really smart person and a really fast person to catch it when it pops up, or have your hand over it when it pops up. Like that. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to show is some trays with some goodies on them. So this is a very long tray, and it comes with 4 cookies, and I love the texture on them. It has such a good texture, and I love chocolate chip cookies, so that's a good plus. Then it's got a brownie tray with 4 brownies. One thing I love about these is they also have texture and the sugar on top, so that's definitely brownie points. Next up, we have some skillet and a deep soup pot, and it's actually really deep, like for a soup pot, which is something I love. Now we have some sugar and some flour. And if you shake them, the stuff inside actually moves around, which is pretty cool. Next up is our spices. So when you first get the set, you come with 8 of these little jars and a sticker sheet so you can name them. However, this one only came with 7, and the stickers were already put on. As I said, I got this used. So this one says cinnamon. This one says oregano. This one's cumin or cumin. Some people debate on that. I'm not sure exactly. This one's basil. See if my camera will focus. There we go. Basil. Nutmeg. And parsley. And finally, ginger. So this person actually chose some pretty common spices to put in their spice rack. One thing I did not like about these is that the lid doesn't come off, so they always look empty. So I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do to make these look like they're full. And while we're on the topic of spices, we have our salt and pepper shakers. This one has the same stuff in it as the flour and sugar, so it makes it look like there's real salt in there. And this one is a pepper sprinkler, and the top actually spins, so it makes it look like it comes out, and on the bottom it's got the details to make it look like it actually spins. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so next up we have utensils and other things like that for eating and drinking. So let's look at the glasses. They're actually plastic, and I love the design on the side. They're really hard to see because they're actually clear, which is cool because lots of people have clear glasses. But they're really large, surprisingly, and I love their shape. Next up, we have plates. I love the design on these, but they're very small. They're slightly smaller than the size of my palm. And they don't have like that little lip like usual plates do. They have like a tiny one, and then they're kind of like, they're just more like for, I don't know, snacks, I guess. They're not really the best size plate that I enjoy. Then we've got bowls. We get 2 pink bowls with the American Girl logo in the middle. And I love these bowls. They're so cute. They sit perfectly on top of a plate. And then you get 2 metal spoons. Real metal, not plastic looking metal. And they don't bend. I mean, they're slightly bendable, but they're not like super bendable, which I like, so they don't look plastic and fake. Okay, so next up on our list are these teaspoons. They come in 3 different colors, but these don't have the labels on them like these right here, which are plastic but look metal. So we've got 3 colors. We've got the large, the medium, and the small. I like that they come on a ring, so they're not going to get lost everywhere. Alright, next up, like I said, are these measuring cups. They look metal, but they're actually plastic. But what I like about these is that they have the names on them, so you know what size this is. Like, if my camera will focus. Let's see. Come on, focus. It doesn't want to focus. But this one says 1/4 a cup. This one says 1/3 a cup. This one says 1/2 a cup, and then this one says 1 cup. And they are actually different sizes, so you can stack them inside of each other, which is pretty cool. Then we've got this spatula, and it's kind of rubbery on the end, so it's like a real spatula, but it's mostly plastic. Okay, so another item that comes in this is dough, and if my camera will focus, it doesn't like to focus, but I don't know if you can see that, there's little specks all over it, so it looks like somebody threw flour on it, so they could take the rolling pin, which comes with it, it's plastic, and they could roll it out smoothly, which I think is a great addition, since there's a lot of baked goods in this set. Okay, so now we have the butter tray, and what's really cool about this is that it comes with sliced butter and a butter knife, which is made of metal, and they painted the end so it looks like the handle. So they could slice off the butter and put it on their bread, which you saw earlier in this video. And then to keep the butter from getting all over your fridge, they have a cover to go with it. The butter does not come off of the tray, which is kind of sad. But hey, at least you have butter, right? Okay, so now we have some other food items such as milk. It's 2% milk. It's pink. Big surprise. It's American Girl's color. Fresh eggs. What I love about this one is it actually opens up, but the eggs don't come out, whereas some of the Our Generation eggs do come out, and you have separate eggs to crack. Then you have some vegetable oil. I don't know if my camera will focus. It's being kind of silly today. Anyway, you've got some vegetable oil. I like that it comes with like some color in it to make it look like there's actually vegetable oil in it. Then we've got some fruit, and what I like about these is they come out of the fruit tin, but they stick right back in. They can only go in one way because the top is slightly larger than all the other sides, which is kind of funny. But these are really cool additions to your doll's kitchen. Next, we have some boxed goods, such as apple cinnamon stars, baking soda, pure baking soda, baking oats. What's the difference between baking oats and regular oats? I'm not sure. And then brown sugar. Next up is the little hot mat. I love that this one comes with a pocket so your dolls can grab it and pick something up and not burn their hands too much. And then in an apron, everyone needs these in the kitchen. And it's got Velcros on the side so that way it wraps around your dolls, as well as on the top so it wraps around their neck, which I will show and demonstrate on one of my dolls in a few minutes. Okay, so I was going through all this stuff, and I did find the little marker so your dolls can write on the board. It's made of plastic, and it's not real, but your dolls have a marker tray so your marker can sit there and not get lost. Something I thought the marker went with, but I realized it didn't, was the recipe box, which actually opens and closes, which is pretty cool. And it comes with a bunch of little recipes. It's got Grandma's, I don't know if this thing is doing, this one's Grandma's Graham Tasties. This one's Cutie Cake. Snooze Witches, I'm not exactly sure what that is. Little Kiss Cookies. And Rainbow Delight. My camera's being really weird today and it doesn't want to focus, so sorry about that, guys. Anyway, let's go down here. Like I promised, there is a food tray that actually goes in and out. On carpet, it's a little harder to open and close. It's easier if it's on a hard surface. But what's great about this is that the food and water actually come out. And they look so realistic. I just love this. Of course, your food and water soon runs out. Water's easy to get from the sink, but you gotta buy pet food, which is another item that comes in this set. So I'll just set that right here. And then we have the little pot holder. And then if we turn my camera around, I can show you, that's a little too close. Okay, I will show you that the apron does hang on this hook. Like so. It kind of sticks out over the side. I wish the thing was going to be in the middle if it was anywhere. But since this kitchen was made in an L shape, it's probably better if the apron holder was not on the back, because lots of people would put this in the corner. Which, speaking of corner, another downside to this is that this, even though it's plenty of room to store it in, is on the back as well, which means it's harder to get to. I do like the design on these, although it's kind of useless since it's most likely going to be in the corner of your kitchen like a lot of people have been doing, such as MixiePixie7, one of my favorite YouTubers, and who does great stop motion, although I don't do stop motion because it's just not my thing. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye!